Okay, today I'm watching more Clarke and Dawe, really enjoying these videos. This is called Does Australia Need a Government? Thought that was just a funny title. Tell me what you think. Does Australia need a government? What would the alternative be? Let's enjoy some Clarke and Dawe.
Thanks for your time tonight.
Good evening, Brian. Is it Brian?
It is Brian.
Good evening, Brian.
Now, you're a constitutional lawyer at the UN, yes?
Well, I'm an advisor to the UN, Brian, on constitutional and international law, yes.
That must be very interesting work.
It is interesting, rather challenging work. We do a lot in the developing world, Brian, in Africa, in the Pacific, in Eastern Europe.
OK, can I begin with quite a simple question?
Yes, I wish you would. We like those ones, Brian.
We've got a government here in Australia.
Oh, yes, I'm familiar with the Australian situation.
It costs a huge amount of money. It's actually the main news story here, but it doesn't do anything.
What do you mean doesn't do anything, Brian? Must do something. Does it meet, for example?
Yes, it meets. Yes,
okay,
of course.
So it's not true to say it doesn't do anything, Brian. Does it make announcements?
Yes, it makes announcements all the time.
Quite a busy government, Brian. You should be well pleased. What are the announcements about?
Well, mostly about reversing previous announcements.
What a busy government, Brian. A bit of a triumph by the sound of it. I don't
yes,
think
the problem here is they can't get anything through the Parliament.
Yes, well, what's the difficulty there, Brian? What is preventing
Well,
that?
either they can't get anybody to agree with the policy or it's the opposite of what they've said earlier.
The government was elected, was it, Brian, by the people?
Well, the previous government was voted out, put it that way.
I see, Kerensky. Well, what is the constitutional question here?
Well, the question here is, does Australia need a government?
Well, our view is that countries, yes, do need to be governed, Brian. They need to operate within a set of laws.
Yeah, we've got the laws, they work, everything else here works. It's just the government does.
How does the country operate in the weekends?
Beautifully. Works beautifully on the weekends.
So it works better when the government's not there?
Correct.
Yes, that is a problem. Do you have an opposition?
No.
Who runs the economy there, Brian?
Treasury.
OK. Do you have a treasurer?
Yes, but if anyone thought that he was running the economy, there'd be widespread panic in the streets.
Is there a chief minister, a head man, something of that sort?
Yes, we have a Prime Minister.
A Prime Minister, yes.
Yeah.
Who's the Prime Minister?
Tony Abbott.
Oh, yes, yes. Ran the G20.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Gave the world leaders a lecture about why he's not going to do anything about global warming.
That's our man.
He was elected, was he?
Yes.
Good heaven. So, well, there's not a lot of opposition. Is there some opposition within the government?
Well, yeah, but they don't want to move on him yet.
Oh, so this Abbott is a kind of placeholder?
Yes.
Oh, OK. I don't know that this is actually a constitutional issue, Brian. I mean, I'd like to help you. I don't think we can. I mean, my heart goes out to you. I can see the situation. I'm sorry.
Well, thanks very much for your time anyway.
Can I order some flowers, please? Well, what have you got? A wreath, yeah, that'd do. Going to Australia? To Canberra.
Brilliant.
With a C.
Very good, man. It's like the way they, not just the writing of this, which I really enjoy, and it's, people have told me they're like talking about real issues, which makes it even better, but it's just their acting is very good, how straight-faced they actually deliver the lines and the dialogue. Excellent from both of them. As I mentioned before, like how they were able to create all these different scenarios. I know they take them from real life, but to create these little funny sketches, make it very humorous. And I guess being from Australia and having that deeper knowledge of Australian politics and Australian government in this instance, I guess this will be even more effective. So tell me what you think about this. Tell me what you think about Tony Abbott. Was this a good one? That bit, the little, good heavens, that was like fantastic. Tell me what you think about this. Does Australia need a government? Recommend more from Clarke and Dawe. Really enjoying these videos. Thanks.